I'd like to talk to you about the DSA Day on the Hill. I am Jeri Taylor-Swade, and I'm actually an independent contractor for SeneGence International, which is a direct selling company. I have been very fortunate for the last 5 years to be involved in the DSA, which is the Direct Selling Association Day on the Hill, where distributors and independent contractors from different direct selling companies merge on Washington D.C. for the day, and we actually are able to go in and walk through the halls of Congress and go into the Senate and the congressional offices and lobby for the direct selling industry. And this year we added realtors, because realtors are independent contractors too. And there's a new bill out for 2023 that just came out 2 weeks ago. It hasn't gone through the process yet, but it is called HR 5419, and it is the Preserving Direct Seller and Realtor Harmonization Act. Because direct sellers and realtors are both 1099 as far as tax code, we're not W-2 employees, we are independent. So we get a 1099 and we file our own taxes. We have tax write-offs, tax benefits as independent contractors. There are some in Congress and the Senate that would like to take that status away and make us a W-2 of the company, which is the direct selling company we work for and or the brokerage that the realtor works for or represents, I should say. The problem with that is we don't want that. We want to be independent contractors. We want to have independent status. We want to be able to own our own business, and we want to work from home. We want to work our own hours. I work sometimes at 11 o'clock or midnight at night, or sometimes early in the morning. Sometimes I get up at 4 in the morning because I have something I want to do throughout the day. I work hard, I play hard, and pretty much that's how direct sellers are. We want that to stay that way. Here's some fun facts for you. Did you know that there are 14.6, and this is 2022 statistics because we're still in 2023, so we don't have those statistics yet. But in 2022, there were 14.6 million people involved in direct selling in the United States alone, and we represent $40.5 billion in retail sales combined for all direct selling companies in the United States. That's a lot of money going into the different businesses and into the workplace and into the economy, I should say. There's a Senate bill right now. It's Senate Bill 2059, and that is Century Worker Act, and that's legislation to give businesses and workers much needed clarity as to their direct selling status as independent contractors. So we just want independent status as far as tax code, and we also want it like stabilized so that we know that we will stay independent contractors. We're not part of the gig economy. The gig economy is different because we are not employees. However, there's some in Congress that think that like Uber drivers and Lyft drivers and those kind of people are lumped in with direct sellers, and they're not. They're not actually independent contractors like we are, because we have our own customers, we have our own products, we buy wholesale, we sell retail. That's not what Uber does. An Uber driver gets all of their customers sent to them. There's a set price for the driver, and then they get a commission based on that. So it's a little different, and that's why we want to make sure that we stay independent contractors. Direct sellers are it's a low cost way for someone to be an independent business owner, an entrepreneur. That's always been sort of a pathway for people to get into business if they can't afford, like that. There's a lot of money that if you want to open a salon or a restaurant or a spa or a dry cleaners, it costs a lot of money to do that up front, and it costs a lot of capital. But in a direct selling company, and there's so many to choose from that are very reputable, depending on what your passion is, you can get in for low risk and low cost, and you can build it to be whatever you want it to be. You can work as many hours as you want to work. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. You have to do the work, because if you don't do the work, you don't make the money. So that's like in anything, right? If you don't go to work, you don't make money. If you don't do the work as an independent contractor, you don't make the money. So it's another way, it's another pathway for millions of Americans to be able to realize their dreams as an entrepreneur. So hopefully that helps you and helps you understand what the Direct Selling Day on the Hill is, and also what direct selling in general is in sort of a generalized way. And I really appreciate you listening. Bye for now.